What if the life you've been chasing was hijacked by conditioning? What if the dreams you're pursuing was never really yours to begin with? Just a story you were handed to fulfill. It takes a certain kind of bravery to ask that question. Because once you start asking it, you can't unsee what's been driving your choices. Today, I want to help you do something that most people never get to do. To stop running after someone else's version of success and start listening to what's real and true for you. By the end of this video, you'll be able to recognize the dreams you're chasing, if they are rooted in truth or survival. You'll understand why success sometimes feels empty, even when you've done everything right. You'll also learn how the nervous system plays a role in burnout and misalignment. You'll be able to ask yourself powerful questions that reveal your desires, not the ones you were taught to want. You will also be able to take one grounded step towards a life that not just looks good, but actually feels like you. Once you begin to notice what matters to you, a new question rises to the surface. Do the things that I'm working towards actually feel like the life that I want to live? Or are they just what I've been taught I was supposed to want? That's what we're going to explore today. In the last episode, you started to notice something powerful. Your real values. Not the ones that were inherited. Not the ones you were praised for, but the ones that actually feel like you. Because you can't build a life that fits you if it's built on dreams that don't belong to you. What you think you want isn't truly what you want. And learning to listen to the difference is how you're going to set yourself free. I remember when I used to want to make $1 million. And, you would think that I would want to make these $1 million because I was thinking about all the houses, the cars, the clothes, the expensive jewelry. I can never say that word. But I didn't want to make it because I wanted to buy all that stuff. I wanted to make this $1 million, that kind of money, because I thought that now I could finally buy the love, or at least get the respect and love that I desperately wanted. I wasn't trying to live a luxurious and flashy life. I just thought that if I became successful enough, the people I longed to be seen by would finally see me. But instead of facing my own worthiness wounds, I tried something that was never for sale. And it was never someone else's job to give me. Let me tell you about Brene War, a palliative care nurse, hopefully I said that right, who spent years at the bedside of people in their final weeks of life. She listened to their stories. She listened to their regrets, their realizations. And the number one regret is something that you probably wouldn't realize would be the number one regret. It wasn't that I wish I would have made more money, or I wish I was, more famous or well known, or people knew me more. It was, I wish I had the courage to live the life true to myself, not the life others expected of me. That line, that realization is where most people discover that they were chasing someone else's dreams all along. Most people don't live from their own desires. They live from family scripts, from social conditioning, from survival patterns, or even old wounds. They chase what they were told would make them worthy: money, status, titles, approval, and often they succeed, but they feel hollow because the desire was not born from truth. It was born from fear of what others might think or say. Imagine somebody who goes to law school because their family wants them to be successful. They do the right things. They graduate. They pass the bar and they get that job. But every single day, their soul feels a little dimmer because deep down inside, they really wanted to be an artist or a teacher or even a healer. That's what it looks like when you live from conditioning and not clarity. Conditioning often sounds like, I should want this, or it sounds like this will make them proud, or it sometimes sounds like this will prove that I am finally enough to be respected and loved. It sounds like this will finally fix the parts of me that feel worthless. They're loud, they're urgent, and they're heavy. They pressure you more than they inspire you. True wants often sound like, I don't know why, but this feels good in my heart. Even if nobody understands this, it makes me feel alive. I'd still want this even if nobody notices my efforts. This doesn't prove anything. It just makes me feel peaceful. Now let's talk about the brain and familiarity. Your brain is wired to protect patterns, even if the patterns are not good for you or they hurt you. So if you always have chased success to feel safe, your brain will keep feeding you those desires because familiarity equals success. But that doesn't mean that's true. Energy doesn't lie. You can do all of the right things, have the right degrees, have the right titles, and even have the perfect image. But if your soul isn't in it, it will never feel like home. Desires from truth feel peaceful, even when they're hard. They don't drain you, they feed you. Chasing someone else's dream is like wearing a jacket that's 3 times too small. It might look good in the mirror, but it doesn't let you breathe. It constricts you. You can't move in it. It holds you back. It even limits you. You don't need a prettier jacket. You need one made for you. Now that we've started to uncover our values, the things that actually matter to you. It's time to begin the next step. Not to add more, but to take away what doesn't belong. Let's imagine a sculptor with a block of stone. They're not building something new from scratch. They're chipping away everything that doesn't belong to reveal the masterpiece that was always hidden beneath that stone. You are that masterpiece. And every time you let go of something that doesn't fit you, like an old belief or a goal that never was truly yours, or a pressure that no longer makes sense, you're chipping away what's false and revealing what's real. This isn't about becoming better. It's about becoming more of you. Before we move into the deeper questions, I want to give you something simple, something that you can carry with you, something you can say to yourself in those days when this work of being that sculptor feels heavy and unbearable. This is a mantra you can say. It's not magical, but it brings you back to your truth. And this mantra goes like this: I release what's not mine to remember who I am. With every layer I let go, my truth becomes clear. I don't have to build my worth. I just have to uncover it. Say it loud. Whisper it when you feel unsure of yourself. This is how you begin chipping away what doesn't belong and embodying the masterpiece that you already are. Now that we've created some space to question what you really want, let's go deeper. Because sometimes it's not what you don't want, or it's not what you don't know what you want. It's that you've never been taught how to ask the right questions. The next few questions will help you gently sort through those desires and figure out what's truly yours versus what's been built out of fear, pressure, or outdated beliefs. I want you to take your time and answer honestly. Question 1. Do I want this from a place of hope or from a place of pressure? In other words, am I inspired by it, or am I afraid what will happen if I don't get it? This question helps you see whether your desire is led by the soul or by survival mode. One expands you, the other exhausts you. Question 2. If this came true today, would I feel joy or anxiety about what I have given up? In other words, would I feel light or secretly tense? This reveals hidden resistance. Sometimes we think we want something, but deep down, we're afraid of what it might cost us. This shows you if your desire is really aligned with your life. Question 3. Have I let go of those dreams because I have outgrown it? Or because I have stopped believing I could have it. In other words, did I move on or did I give up quietly? This is a powerful question. It brings to light the grief you may have not named, the silent loss of dreams you buried, not because they stopped mattering to you, but because you stopped thinking they were possible to you. Question 4. Would I still want this if no one were ever to praise me for it? Would I still choose this if no one were to ever clap? This question helps you separate your truth from your performance. Are you chasing this because it fills your soul or because it would impress others? These questions aren't here to confuse you. They're here to uncover you. Let your answers speak, not just with logic, but with feeling. Because what's truly yours feels honest, even if it's scary. And what isn't yours feels heavy, even if it looks good. If you're still not sure, try gently letting it go. Just for a moment. Not because it's not for you, but because you deserve to feel free either way. If that feels peaceful, heartbreaking, or confusing, just notice it. It's a clue. Just because you've been chasing something doesn't mean it is yours or it's meant for you. You might be chasing it because no one has ever told you it's okay to want something different. It's possible you've been running towards something just because you were afraid to stop and ask, do I want this? Now, I want you to choose one of the goals that you've been chasing. Ask yourself, do I still want this? Or have I just been afraid to let it go? This question can change your life because sometimes the first sign of freedom isn't choosing something new. It's letting go of something that was never yours to begin with. Before we close today, I want to leave you with something soft but strong. A reminder that the version of you who's asking these questions, you're not lost. You're just waking up. You don't have to chase who you think you should be. You just have to honor who you already are and trust what's ready to grow from that place. You are allowed to update your dreams. You are allowed to want differently as you become someone new to yourself. You don't need to chase applause. You need to chase alignment. You don't need to perform worthiness. You just need to trust your truth. You were born to follow the path. You weren't born to follow the path you didn't choose. You were born to remember what it feels like to move in the direction of your own soul.